Hello, friends. I'm so glad you could join me today. I am documenting my journey on becoming debt-free again, so welcome to Second Chance Budgeting. I'll be exploring cash stuffing and unstuffing, finding ways to increase my income, and saving towards some big goals, all while digging myself out of debt once again. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you join me during my adventures. Today, I'm going to be doing my August debt update for you, and we are getting so close to paying off this debt. So I'm really excited to show you what I managed to accomplish in August. Just as a recap for those of you that are new, I started my second debt journey with $15,177.30 of debt, and that was medical debt and that was a vehicle loan. I also had to add this other medical debt along the way, so that's why there's two sheets there. Okay, so just as a quick recap of what I've already paid off. So I paid off radiology, my anesthesia bill, my ER doctor, my surgeon, my pathologist, my hospital bill, and this is the final one I'm working on, which is my vehicle loan. So I will say that in July, when I was doing my payments, I had one payment that was in between like the very end of June, the beginning of July, that I forgot to totally put in there. So I paid $200. So while my balances were correct, I forgot to mention that there was that $200 payment. And basically, sometimes what happens is maybe like that payment will be paid in the month, but it won't post until the next month. So I think I had a little bit of confusion there when I was like writing everything down. So I tried to be very careful in August to make sure I got everything included. So in August, I made 6 payments. So let me show you what I did. So on August 7th, I paid my normal $226, and that brought my balance down from $2,139.02 to $1,916.09. All right, August 11th, I paid my $200 that I normally kind of withhold every paycheck. So that was my first August paycheck that I took $200 and I paid towards debt, and that brought my balance down to $1,716.88. Perfect. On the 12th, I made a $50 payment, which brought my balance down to $1,667.06. So I was a little bit behind everything that for July, and so that was my July food surplus, and it just took me a little bit of time to get it to my old bank where my loan is sitting. So yeah, I was just a little bit behind this past month, but I also on the same day made a $58 payment, and that money came from what was left over of my moving fund. So that brought my balance down to $1,609.06. So like I said, that came from my moving fund. I just decided to go ahead and take whatever was left there and apply it towards debt. I feel like that probably would have served me the best rather than just using it for house purchases. So that felt really good. All right, on August 25th, I paid $200, and that came from my second August paycheck. and that brought my total down to $1,411.20. And my final payment for August happened on the 30th, and that was for $100. I accomplished one of my savings challenges for August, and that was $100 towards my vehicle loan. And that brought my total down to $1,311.92. All right, so that's my full 6 payments that I made in August. And I am able to color in just a little bit more there. So between the beginning of the month, which was, my balance was $2,139.02. That brought me down to, again, $1,311.92. So let me go ahead and chart that on this. All right, so got 2.5 lines. So I'm just very excited about how close we're getting. I did take a look at all my numbers, and I saw that even if I don't do any like side hustles or any extra payments, and I just kind of stick to my normal schedule of making my car payment and then paying $200 per paycheck, I should be able to finish this the beginning of October or maybe middle of October. So I'm really excited about that. I was also kind of curious about how much I'm paying in interest, because I took all my payments that I made and kind of subtracted out like where the debt was going. So I only paid this month $6.90 in interest, and the rest of it went to principal. So that was pretty amazing. So overall, my debt decreased by $827.10. So that's a pretty good month. Not my best month ever, but it's still really good progress. And again, like I said, I am so excited about getting very close. I've given a lot of thought to where my money is going to go once I don't have any debt. Obviously, September, we're just going to have to stay the course. But that's my thought, is either beginning of October or middle of October, we should be able to like knock the rest of this out, and then no more debt other than obviously my mortgage. But I have ideas about that too. So that's everything I have for you today. I'm really happy with the progress I've made. Really excited about that number really excited that that number keeps decreasing. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, please do all the things, like, leave me a comment or question down below, and subscribe for more. I'll see you next one. Have a great day.